Hi everybody! In my last video about the dot book, I was talking about an activity that I used to do when I was a child and one that you can do with your kiddos or if you are a kiddo watching. So this is what I'm going to do. I lost my highlighter. Oh, there it is on the floor. See, Miss Amy's always so real. I just keep it real, y'all. Anyways, so we have a plain piece of paper. Dun, dun, dun. I have a hard surface here. And any color pen, whatever, a dark one. So I'm going to look at you, and while I'm looking at you, I'm going to make dots all over this paper. I was talking about this as I was reading the book, The Dot. If you don't know what I'm talking about, you might want to go back and watch the video about the book, The Dot. All right. So you may not be able to see them very good, but there is a bunch of pink little dots on here. So what I have to do now, after I've made an array of pink dots that you cannot really see on there, anyways, they're on there, is I have to find a starting point. And I decided that I'm going to pick this one right here as a starting point. And so then I'm going to take an ink pen or a pencil. I have an ink pen handy, so I'm going to use an ink pen, and I'm just going to randomly connect the dots, all right? You can sing the Pee Wee Herman song, Connect the Dots, la 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 la. As you do this, there's some old school. And you just connect the dots. Drawing, connect the dots. However you want to. I mean, there's got to be some kind of rhyme or reason, I guess. However you want to. This is just something to do when you're bored or if you just want to be creative and you're not creative, because Miss Amy's definitely not creative. And you just want to be creative and you want something to do or, you know, just something imaginative. All right, so I have now connected my dots. So now I have to take this paper with my drawing on it and turn it different ways to decide what exactly did I draw. So then I'm going to, you normally would have more colors. I don't have any accessible right now. Actually, I could just lean right here. Hold on. I don't want you guys to get bored. I have some crayons. All right. So I've already got an idea of what I want this to be. So now it's time to create. Create it. Create whatever it is that you are wanting it to be. So I'm going to create it, and then I'm going to have you look at it and then let you guess, what is it? What are those? All right, here we go. I'm going to try to be quick, y'all. Try to be quick. Hurry up, Miss Amy. Nobody wants to sit there and see you color. I will give you, let me see. I'll give you a, and Miss Amy's not going to be coloring in lines because one, she can't color good, and two, she is trying to do this quick. So this is what I'm starting with. Can you make a prediction of what is it that Miss Amy's making her dot to dot out to be? I think for this particular video, I'm going to say that it's not made for kids. Of course, you know all my stuff is made for kids. I will monitor what people are saying, but I would totally love, one, for you to like and subscribe, which many of you already have, but to see what you come up with. And maybe you're, you know, a little afraid to make all those dots, boys and girls, or maybe moms and dads are afraid to allow you to make all those dots because they don't want messes on their tables. You know, and you don't, by the way, you don't have to, you know, limit this to coloring. You can always paint it. Like I said, I really want to see in your in the comments, I want you to share with me what you've made. It's a fun summer activity. But anyways, moms and dads or older siblings, or just even adults, if you want to do this for a fun game night, I mean, that would be fun, I guess. I could see our family doing it. Anyways, you can draw the dots. Another way we've done it is, I think I had my kids do this once on a road trip. They did all the dots. Then they passed the paper to the next person to either connect the dots or to, after the dots were connected, to make an image out of it. So it's really a fun activity to keep people busy in the in the car or just at home. And the cool thing is, of course, Miss Amy's is a little big. You can always, put a landscape around it. So Miss Amy is not a good color, and I tried to do it quick. So what do you think my dot to dot turned out to be, boys and girls? See, I could see people making this into a funny mask. I didn't even think about that till just now. All right, so if that doesn't help what you think it is, let me draw a little more to see if you can figure out. I'm going to draw some landscape, scribble, scrabble. Obviously, you could take more time to do this for the sake of the video and not boring y'all to death. I'm scribble scrabbling, which actually is my preferred technique because I do not like to color. I have friends named Miss Liz and Miss Lauren, and they loved to color, so I loved giving them anything I needed to be colored. Sometimes I ask Mr. Matt to do it for me too. Getting a little more detailed here. Is it coming together yet, y'all? Okay. Are you guessing? Have you guessed yet? Have you guessed what my sloppy mess is? Probably shouldn't have done this on one of my books that I like, because I keep going off the page. Does that help? Doo-doo-doo-doo. Yes, I'm making noises so you're not bored. Being silly. Being silly is fun, guys. Never stop being silly unless it's not at an appropriate time, of course. So my little blue line, though, from my drawing is making it really difficult. So I'm going to outline it with the appropriate color where I need it to be outlined. Ah! Oh, you want to look. You want another look-see? All right. That's not the color I want. I want my brown back. I want my brown back. Do, do, do. Do, 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 do. See, it's turning in from one little page full of dots inspired by the dot. And now we've got an actual drawing. It's a little bit, what's the word? Abstract drawing. Makes us think about what exactly is it did Miss Amy draw. All right, so for sake of boring you, I stopped coloring. Probably should have done this in a different color up here. But anyways, so this was my original drawing with my dot to dots. It looked like a leaf to me. So I made a tree and some grass and a sunshine. So that's just a fun activity you boys and girls can do, or moms and dads, or even adults play a game. Hey, and so yeah, I look forward to seeing your projects that you've made. So make sure, of course, we want to like, but make sure you leave your drawings, the picture of your drawings, down in the comments, boys and girls, and moms and dads. Thanks so much for tuning in, and I look forward to seeing you again real soon. Good night and sleep tight.